Time with Diesel. And this right here is a story about how I found out the woman I was seeing for going on 2 years had been cheating on me since the day I met her. Might be a long story. Good thing I'm hydrated. As Lord knows, I can be a little long-winded sometimes. So, let's take this back to what is this, like 2018? Damn, that was a grip ago. Young Diesel, young Padawan him. Never be going through this shit ever again, bruh, best believe. So, let's just set up the story. I'm from Ohio. I moved my happy ass all the way from the Midwest to the West Coast, right? And I didn't have no friends. I ain't know nobody. You feel me? I didn't have that many people to talk to, right? Not to say this is an excuse, and I low-key feel like it make me sound kind of bad. Like, damn, nigga, was you lonely? Yes, that's part of the reason I had to come to the terms with of why I've even accepted the shit. I was low-key lonely. But anyways, so I'm a professional actor. I moved out to the West Coast and I started getting on my acting shit, right? I get cast in this play. It's a very small cast. It's only like 5 motherfuckers in the whole play, right? And one of them happens to be a woman who's same age as me. And baby girl was thick. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm from Ohio. I'm from a small ass town in Ohio. And I had really only been dating white girls. I had only ever even had a white girlfriend. And I say this just to say, it's like, it wasn't like we walked into the rehearsal and I was like, oh my God, I'm head over heels. Like, nah, she was cute. She's all right. This girl from NOLA, a black girl from NOLA. So it was like, I didn't know nothing about her, so I didn't jump to let me slide on that or nothing. You feel me? And so here's where things get interesting. Our characters were attracted to each other. Or at least my character was overtly made it very plain Jane clear that he wanted her. You feel me? And so during our rehearsal process, we had to do a bunch of stuff, hold hands, get close to each other's face, and like build chemistry and intimacy, right? For me, this is just another day at work, nigga. This is another day at work. So after like 2 months of building the chemistry between us, it's like she starts getting more flirty off stage and outside of rehearsal. And I'm just like, hey, you feel me? Like, let's keep this professional and PG. You feel me? And so slowly but surely, it turned into meeting up to hang out before rehearsal. You feel me? Me sliding with her and her friends after rehearsal to go get something to eat. You feel me? And then slowly one day, now this right here made me feel like a whole different type of nigga. And I don't be on this type of timing, you feel me? Like I said, I was at work, we worked together, you feel me? So I had just moved to the West Coast, right? And young nigga was on the bus. Young nigga was busting it out there at the bus stop every day, like waiting, right? And so this night after rehearsal, me and her talking back and forth, blah, 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 whatever. I ended up missing my bus, right? I'm pretty sure she was like, oh, you waiting for the bus? Want to come wait in the whip with me? Ah, shit, why not? It's cold. It's like 10 o'clock at night. It's cold. Oh, we sitting in the whip, you know, you talking, whatever, get a little ha-ha, kiki, and long eye contact shit. And I look back, and I'm like, oh, that's my bus. And she's like, oh, damn. And I look down, I'm like, damn, the next one don't come for like 20 minutes. She's like, all right, well, I won't kick you out and make you wait in the cold. We can stay in the car. Bruh, 5 minutes later, another one of those long eye contacts happened. Little baby looked me up and down and just grabbed my waistline, bruh. Unzip everything, bro. Pull him out and start block, going to town. I said, I literally put my hands up and just looked down. And I looked over. Nigga, we still outside the theater, which is work. We at work. I'm getting knocked off in the work parking lot. Okay, it was a lot. But after that, I was like, yo, this is not PG friendly only. Oh, shortly after you already, and then slid to the crib and And so it became one of those. We started linking up regularly, kicking it all the time. After the show ended, we actually went on a real date. And then we literally was like this, bro. At least 3 nights a week, saw her all the time, spent hella time with her. And so this is just all the prereq shit to get to me finding out I was just something to do. You feel me? The same way that I was like, oh, fall into this. She kind of just fell into it and said, well, let's keep this up. It's fun, right? So we're both actors. We live on the West Coast. She was my first actual mutual friend with mutual interest outside of even doing anything. She was one of the first people that we had mutual interest that I kicked it with outside of work. So fast forward a cool year. Now we had some ups and downs on and off with this, but we was good. Let me call it. You feel me? I'ma say this. When I met her initially, I had been seeing somebody else. It was no commitment there. We were going on dates. And I let her know, yo, I'm going on dates with this woman, right? So there's this thing that I do. If I'm gonna date somebody, before we become committed long term, I have to fucking know you, right? And so I meet Lil Shawty, we kick it a little bit, and this is actually the first time I ever implemented this. So any woman who's dated me since 2017, 2018 has heard this, or I wasn't interested in you. It's gonna take me at least 6 months to decide whether or not I want to make you my girlfriend. It don't matter how much I like you, boo-boo. It don't matter how fine you are. It don't matter how nice you are to me. It don't matter that ass fat than a motherfucker. It don't matter that you cook well. It don't matter that the top is stupid. It don't matter, bro. You can make my toes curl up and touch my back 10 times. I don't give a fuck. I need at least 6 months to make sure that you are the person that you've been presenting to me from the day that I met you. And if anywhere within this 6 months, I'll start to question the validity of the person in front of me, bitch, we gotta talk. I'm pulling your cards. And now, as I've gotten older, I've learned not to take the full 6 months just because I can, and because I said I would, you feel me? I try to piece it up within the first 2 months, for real, month or two, but I always say, give me 6 months. So I had told this girl, give me 6 months before we decided where we was gonna go with it. Then I met Lil Shawty, you feel me? We did a couple of things. Next thing you know, we seeing each other all the time, right? And so, original Shawty I was talking to started peeping my phone action. And this right here is a whole nother story time. That's crazy. I'm gonna keep this short because this is a whole nother story time. I'm gonna put a note in my phone so I remember it though. The story time of how India found out about Ali. And so my phone was just going crazy, you feel me? We sitting there watching the movie and shit, and it was when I had first hooked up my Mac to my computer, and my text started popping up on the screen while we watching the movie. And so she just sees me getting texts, and she's like, oh, it's a female? And then she read one of the texts that said something like, why didn't you give me a hug after the show or after the theater or something like that? And she was like, who is this and why is she texting you like that? And I just was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the 6 month thing is gonna work out. And she was mad sick, bro, because it was already month five. She had been counting down herself. I forgot. Anyways, so I have been seeing Lil Shawty before me, and where are we going? Oop, I already said the name on there, but I don't really give a damn. If they get mad, it is what it is. I'll just mix them up. So India from the play was already aware of Ali, you feel me? And so once me and Ali stopped talking, I let India know. And she was like, oh, wow, true. I hope I ain't come in between y'all, but she really didn't give a fuck, right? And so fast forward a whole year later, me and India just got into a little argument. And that same day, Ali messaged me. And so later on, India went through my phone while I was asleep and seen that I had been talking to Ali And she threw a fit, kicked me out the space, all this good shit, right? And so we fell off for like 2-3 months, maybe 4. And then we got right back on track. Apologies said, understood, whatever, whatever. Now, I am not the type to pry nor snoop. It's not what I do. But ended up seeing more than I needed to see. So, like I said, we both actors. So we help each other with auditions and shit. She had an audition, right? So she pulled up to the crib. Pull up. She needed to film the video and she had a better phone. So she said, let's use my phone. I said, easy, right? And so actually, that might not have been the case. It might have been the script. I think it was the script. She didn't want to send me the script because it was for some official shit, you feel me? So technically she wasn't allowed to share it all over the place. So she just told me to read it off of her phone and I filmed it with my camera. And so we doing this for like 30 minutes, right? And while I'm filming her, you feel me, setting it up, like her phone locked, so she unlock it, and then it locked, and then she just tell me the code. I probably knew the code, I don't know, but I'm not a snooper, so I never did this shit. So I unlock it, and while I'm watching her get ready, the phone vibrate, and I look down, and I see all types of heart eye emojis, kissy faces, couples holding hands and shit. Like, I promise you, the name, outside of the name, was this long, just full of emojis. And so I was like, damn, this nigga special. Like, that's a special nigga right there. And so I was like, how that? This bitch been in my face talking about I love you and shit for the last year. What do my name say? Charles. A nigga started laughing so hard on the inside. Because again, standing right in front of me. She don't know. I'm looking at her. Zzz, zzz, zzz. Damn, that nigga got a lot of emojis. What that say? Oh, shit. She like him. All right. You almost ready? All right, I'll wait for you. This nigga got that many emojis. What my name say? Oh, right. All right, cool. So, while he's standing there, bro, and this is how you know I'm a cold nigga, dog. I'm standing there in front of her, bro. You feel me? That's how you know. Trained actor. So, as I'm standing there with her, I'm starting to just remember the lines for the script. So it looked like I'm reading the script because I'm just going off top. But I'm really in this bitch phone. And so I'm like, all right, bet. Me and her, we was arguing like 2-3 months ago. So like, I ain't even gonna be that pressed. Nigga, I start going through the messages, right? So I just look over the course of the last month and I'm like, oh, bet. So they was flirting. All right, they was having movie dates. All right, bet. And then, bro, I was like, I don't give a fuck about the last 3 months. What's been going on for the last year that this bitch been in my face talking about I love you and shit? My nigga, I said, I just mega scroll, boom, like 4 or 5 times. And I just started reading down over the last year. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to have that. Oh, as soon as I seen that, deep inside mine, all of that type shit, I said, oh, and see, I miss you, I want to see you. Oh, go down another 2-3 months. So I'm still standing right in front of this bitch, dog. I'm still standing right in front of Lil Shawty. And I'm just looking. Oh, all right. Oh. Bro, after about 15-20 messages, I said I done seen enough. Rico, you feel me? All the proof that I needed, right? This is a year and a half, 2 years worth of text messages. So how you gonna dance around this? You feel me? From the day you met me till today, you've been talking to this nigga like y'all in a relationship. What am I, chopped liver? You feel me? And so I ain't say shit, dog. I ain't say shit. That's cool. Bet. Well then, real players already know what this means. Like shit, nigga, we both playing games. Play on, play. We about to get in it. I'm an Aquarius, nigga. Don't let me get to it, bro. It's like we could, everything you doing, I can do it too. You feel me? That's where my head was. But I was just, all right, cool. We finished our audition, her audition, our audition. This is how you know I was actually in love with the little bitch. I'm talking about some shit that happened years ago, and I was for her. And I'm like, our audition, because everything that was mine was that little bitch's. And then I realized this little bitch ain't giving me nothing. Fuck out of here. Anyways, so she in her audition, go to take a shower, right? And once she get out the shower, she come in the room, you feel me? We put on a movie, lay down, we have a nice night. We have a nice night. I might be psycho. Some people might hear this and be like, yo, that nigga crazy. Because I literally laid down with her that night, went to sleep like nothing ever even happened. We might have even had sex too, you feel me? I probably made a little love and everything. And so the next day, we get ready to leave, right? I need to go downtown. She lived downtown. I'm still on the bus at this point. And so she's supposed to drop me off to where I'm going. Well, she offered to drop me off to where I'm going. I ain't asked her. She offered to drop me off to where I'm going, right? And so we go outside, get in the whip, get ready to go. I realize I left something. I don't remember what, but I left something. And so I'm like, oh shit, I hop out the car. I'm literally gone for as long as it takes me to run up a flight of steps and down a flight of steps. I get back in the car and she throw my phone at me. And she said, I don't even remember what she said, because as soon as she threw my phone, in my head, I was just like, this really, all right, bet. I was just like, is this the moment? Like, everything that I knew from the night before just came straight to the brim of me. It was like, is this the moment? And she was like, okay, I see you. All right, I can't believe you. I can't believe you. And I'm like, can't believe what? Honestly, I don't even remember everything I said. I just know she started, you already know that, nigga, you didn't leave your phone in here. I just picked it up and went through it. I just looked at her calm as fuck. This I remember. I just looked at her and I said, really? Really what? I said, for real? This what we doing? He's like, what do you mean, Charles? That's for real? This what we doing? We going through phones? You want to talk about phones? All right, what's all this shit? And I literally just started repeating the stuff that I read. You feel me? It's like, I don't know. Some people might think that's even more diabolical, because it's like, I ain't even say, bitch, I know you've been with your ex-boyfriend. I said, literally just started repeating the conversations that they've been having back and forth. And she said, huh? And I said, yeah, nigga. She said, what? I said, bro, stop playing. Yeah, nigga, the nigga with all the emojis in the phone? She said, how you know it's in my phone? Is this what we doing? So you went through my phone? I literally, before we could even get into that part, I just said, for real, stop it. Stop playing with me. It's like, you've been with this man from the day that you met me, acting like I've been doing something wrong within the relationship. You try to argue with me during the relationship about the shit that I'm doing, and you've been with another nigga the whole time. Make it make sense, right? She actually shut up. Thank God, surprisingly. What I knew then, I thought that was the way it was supposed to be. What I know now is that that was actually a blessing, because it could have gotten worse, and a lot of women would just escalate it and figure out why I was the problem, why it was my fault. But she just shut the fuck up, and I got ready to get out the car. I think that's probably what made her shut the fuck up, because I got ready to get out the car. I was just like, all right then. And she was like, well, wait, you still got to get downtown. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, I do. And she's like, well, I'm still going that way, and you might be late at this point. So we rode in silence, pretty much. We probably had music on. I honestly don't remember what it was like. All I know is that I was kind of hot. I was mainly hot at the fact that the hypocrite started trying to chastise me about something that I wasn't even doing. That's the craziest thing. Anytime that she would try to argue with me about something in the relationship, or me entertaining women or something, like literally she came to my job one day. I left something at my job. She had to drive past my job in order to come to my house. So I was like, hey babe, I left some shit that I need tonight in the cubby at work. If you stop at my job in the back, I'll have somebody give it to you, right? Bro, tell me why a coworker of mine was a woman, and the woman gave it to her, and she was like, so you like CC? And I was like, bro, what? She was like, you be fucking on her, don't you? I said, nigga, what? She was like, you want to though? I was like, bro, what? I'm saying no and what? After every sentence, he's like, well, she wants you. Yeah, I could tell, Charles. Just when I walked up, when I said, she came over and asked to help me, and I said, no, I'm here to pick something up. And as soon as I said your name, the bitch looked at me sideways. I'm like, bet. The bitch just started working here a month ago. First off. And she got kids. I ain't with all of that. I'm not gonna lie, she was 100% right about CC. CC definitely was trying to come CC me, baby. Man, you feel me? I found out in the long run, but at the time, I had a girl. I was with my woman. I wasn't thinking like that. I wasn't trying to move dirty. But this is just what I mean, where it's like, throughout the relationship, she was just making me the problem about shit that I wasn't even doing. Like, you probably be fucking on CC when she would get mad. Bro, what? Why is this woman coming into this shit? You feel me? Go on my phone and just see a woman's name and be like, who's Brianna? Brianna, the minister from the church? I work for the church. Like, it literally says CM, church minister. You feel me? And so, guys, this is something I'm just gonna tell you. Fellas, if you keep getting accusations, and not for the niggas who do be doing stuff and just don't be getting caught, for the niggas who don't be doing nothing, and be getting accusations after accusations after accusations, it's a 50-50. Either she done had some niggas do her mad dirty in the past and now she's just scarred, or she out here doing you dirty and she's skeptical you might be doing the same thing. She doesn't want to be getting treated the way she treats people. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. That's how I found out that the woman I was in love with was with a whole nother nigga from the day that I started falling in love with her and just acted like she wasn't. And this is when I learned to not trust the majority of the things that these hoes say, because they're gonna say and do whatever works best for them in that situation to give them the desired outcome. Before me and Lil Shawty started getting it on, there was a little conversation that was had in front of me about how she was ready to be free and single. And then when I asked her, yo, I know you had a nigga, do you still got a nigga? She said, no, we not together. All right. So I took that no, we not together in the first 3 months of knowing you and carried that shit over for a year and a half, 2 years. Bitch, when y'all decided to get back together is when you should have told me that you had a nigga. And it's just this. At that point, she was in too deep. We had been going on dinners and dates and back rubs and all that good shit. She knew if she told me she had a nigga, she wasn't going to get the same treatment. Which is why I say they're going to tell you whatever works in their best interest for their most desired outcome. She wanted a boyfriend number 2. She wanted a nigga that felt like it was her man, like it was her boyfriend, while she was away from her boyfriend. She didn't want a nigga that was just gonna tell her to come over, get her shit beat down, and get the fuck on. Cause what happened once I found out that she was still with this nigga? She could come over if she wanted to. I miss you. I wanna see you. Little stuff like that. I'm like, cool. She get there. Within an hour, she was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna leave. All right, bet. Want me to walk you to the door? Damn. I was damn what? I got some shit to get to tonight anyway. Literally, right before I moved to LA, the last time I seen her, she literally was like, why do you treat me like this? I said, treat you like what? She said, you don't treat me like you used to. I said, what the fuck do you mean? She said, you don't treat me the way that you used to treat me. I mean, when you told me that you loved me and that we were in love with each other, and she said, yes. I said, well, that's before I found out that you was talking to other niggas the whole time that I was thinking it was me and you. I can't treat you the way I used to treat you. Bitch, what? No, I didn't call her a bitch. But I did say you sound mad dumb expecting me to treat you the way that I used to before I found out the truth about who you are and what the fuck you be doing. And this is why I say women are gonna lie to you to get what they think is best for them, for their desired outcome in the situation, because they're not stupid, dog. They are well aware of behaviors that they have and traits that they possess that most people are not going to deem attractive. You feel me? Suitable. And they know this, dog, which is why, no, none of them got a bunch of bodies. No, they ain't never ran a train. You feel me? No, they don't steal anything. Yes, they're a girl's girl. They've never cheated on none of their boyfriends. And they damn sure ain't never cheat on none of their girls by cheating with they girl's man. You feel me? This don't happen. It don't happen. We hear the stories, but we don't know none of the women because it don't happen. You feel me? Wink, wink, blink, blink. They gonna tell you whatever they think your dumbass wanna hear. And this is when I learned to stop being a dumbass, bro. And honestly, to stop asking questions. Like, I don't give a fuck. If I don't think that I want to keep you in my long-term trajectory, I don't even got no fucking questions to ask you. At this point, a bitch got to start asking me to be in my life long-term. And if I want that, because no, I don't trust it. Now, do I sound scarred? Do I sound hurt? Maybe. It's okay. I'm still here looking for love. I'm still an open-hearted guy. It's just, I've become more aware of the nature of women. And it's a lot fucking uglier than a lot of niggas like to admit and address. And women know how ugly it is. They know how bleak it can get. So when they be telling niggas that they sound stupid or that they been hurt and shit like that, I really severely just be wondering, why y'all lying to niggas like this, dog? Why y'all lying to niggas like this, bro? Thought I had me a good girl. She had a whole nother nigga and was talking to other niggas the whole time. I'm not mad. It's part of the game. I was only mad because I wasn't playing the game properly. I was trying to be a good guy. Nah, nigga. Don't worry about being a good guy, but don't purposefully be a bad guy. Focus on reaching the levels of success that you want in your life outside of relationships. Then, any relationships that come into your life, you'll make sure that they actually work for and suit you. And this is why I said early on, I don't want to say I was lonely, but very early on, I could sense and see certain things that pointed me to the conclusion of I should have never been involved in this. Which first is the idea that one nigga, I heard her talking poorly about the relationship she had been in prior to us getting involved in public spaces. That should have been red flag number one. Cause I'm a motherfucking stranger. It's two strange grown ass niggas sitting here and you talking about how you arguing with your nigga and need to get some get back and shit. You feel me? And then I guess two, some people would say, yo, if I sat there and I heard all of that, then I knew that she was on whatever type of time and that I did it to myself. Again, I was trying to be the good guy. You feel me? So I assumed that if you're doing and saying all of this in front of me, like, it must be real. It must be honest. I don't go around talking about my relationship. I'm not about to talk about my girlfriend like, yeah, I can't stand that bitch, and then go fuck on somebody else and then go right back to my girlfriend. Apparently, that's the way the world works, nigga. I'm the one who be tripping. Yeah, hey, so be it. But anyways, story time about how I got cheated on by the woman that I thought I was in love with and wanted to move around the world with. You feel me? Fuck hoes.